Good morning, Bridge Nation. Welcome to Up and Go here on the Bridge 99 FM. My name is Richie B.
Blessings, Bridge Nation. You know, this is your boy Shells.
Good morning, Bridge Nation. It is your girl, Queen JoJo.
And you're surely DJ Audley here too.
All right, so it's the middle of the week. Some people like to refer to it as
Hump Day.
All right, but we have a proper explanation for it, right, Shell?
Yeah, you know what I'm saying. If you get, it's the middle of the week, so you call it the hump. If you get over the hump, you can enjoy the rest of the week.
Exactly.
Yeah, you know what I mean. Or
Don't put no twist on it or anything like that.
If you want to, your life.
We won't penalize you.
Yeah, your life.
But we're on the radio.
Exactly.
Yeah. So, by the way, let me just start off by telling you that Miss Marva sent a package for all of you.
Oh, yes. Thank you,
I just heard, Mr. B, look on the table. I have some things for you to give to your co-workers.
Okay.
I suspect it's some Julie mangoes.
Ooh.
A whole bag full. All I want back is the bag.
No problem. We
Can't work
we
on
can't
that.
work
Yeah.
What? Yeah, what?
Big up Miss Marva.
Oh, sad news coming out of Afghanistan. This is a breaking story as they had an earthquake a few hours ago. Oh. And as it is, at last count, up to, shall we say news time? Up to this time, 920 people were killed and 600 wounded. Wow. It's not like it's one of those heavy, really powerful earthquakes. I mean, 6.1 is not that powerful based on what we have experienced, even these parts. But I think the construction of the houses is what is the problem. They use a lot of dirt and mud and clay and stuff. So they have a lot of damage and over 920 people killed. That is sad news out of Afghanistan. Well, we say good morning to you and welcome. We'll be here with you, keeping you good company, getting you up to get you dressed, get you fed and out to work or school or play. And this is Up and Go.
And you're on the bridge.
Without a doubt.
FM.
Yes, I am. Right now, it's time for us to go to
WTF, what the fact? Now here we'll go on Bridge Nation. 20% of all the oxygen you breathe is used by your brain. Yes, that much, trust me. So our brains enable us to think, as René Descartes, a French philosopher, mathematician, and scientist, so skillfully pointed out nearly 400 years ago. Yet the human brain is responsible for so much more. It directs almost everything we do. It controls our voluntary movements and regulates involuntary activities such as breathing and heartbeat. The brain serves as the seat of human consciousness. It stores our memories, allows us to feel emotions, and gives us our personalities. The brain makes up only 2% of our body weight, but it consumes 20% of the oxygen we breathe and 20% of the energy we consume. This enormous consumption of oxygen and energy fuels many thousands of chemical reactions in the brain every second. These chemical reactions underlie the actions and behaviors we use to respond to our environment. In short, the brain dictates the behaviors that allow us to survive.
Okay.
So they leave that. So when them say the brain need oxygen and them thing there, it's a serious thing.
Yeah, man. 20% of all the oxygen you breathe is used by your brain. Starting off with Joda's story.
Hey, Bridge Nation. So Ludacris to receive star on Hollywood Walk of Fame. Right? So that's amazing.
Him not get that early.
Luda. I thought so too. So when I saw that, I was like, what's him to get that yet? But
congrats, man.
Congrats to Ludacris. Ludacris is getting his own star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame. The hip-hop veteran turned actor will soon get his flowers as he's set to get his own star for the Hollywood Walk of Fame next year, though. Not this year, people. So it's 2023, so he has something to look forward to. He's very much alive. That's good, you know. I'm glad they didn't wait until he died. So he said basically, hey, mama, your son is being selected to receive a star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame in 2023. God is the greatest. And I absolutely love when they recognize who is in charge, who made it possible for them to be where they're at. Facts. You know, so he's awesome. You know that he's an actor now, you know, established actor. Millions. Fast and Furious franchise is where he is at. And he did so well. At first we were like, you know, we don't know if he's gonna make it. And then every single Fast and Furious he has done so well. So kudos to Ludacris for making it to the Hollywood Walk of Fame.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
I never ever gets an honorary degree or.
Yes, and he
Recent.
got that
Yeah.
as well. So
You know, he started out as a radio broadcaster, right?
What?
Yeah, Ludo was a broadcaster.
All right.
But him give me the vibe that's still in
Yeah.
because him have a vibe.
Yeah, how he speaks and so on, that
Right.
intonation, you can hear.
There's hope for me yet.
Yeah, what do you mean?
I say, can't go
Tell
do your
you,
music.
By a year and I want to
Music
play on
and
your
then-
tune on the radio.
All right, the
him, man.
music then.
That's a challenge.
And Fast and Furious will still be around.
Right, the what?
Yeah, man. Well, fast 60. Well, yeah. So yeah,
I don't have nothing to say about that.
Him not have a problem with that. That's fine.
all right. So Popcorn and Tonian in the news again. I don't know if it's is it. I love this couple so much because you know that we don't know what to
Did you
believe.
just say couple?
Hey, I got they're together all the time. So they're a couple. Is that a couple of friends? There's a couple having
Alright,
vibes.
save
I don't know.
Maybe a couple of things are going on that we don't even know about.
But
True.
what's happening this time around is that Popcorn was detained by police during traffic stop, and Tony and Singh was with him. See, as a couple. Now, dancehall artist Popcorn has reportedly been detained by police officers after a standoff at a gas station in St. Thomas. There's a video of the encounter which was live streamed by Popcorn's close friend Jaboot on Instagram and showing Tony and also in the midst of what looked like a standoff with police officers. Now, in the video, it appears that the officers are attempting to confiscate one of the singer's cars while Singh attempts to mediate and defuse the situation. The quote said, it's not a good look. I think the system needs to chip in and do something about what is going on because I think Popcorn being targeted. I'm not liking it one bit and it's not looking good. And that was said by one of Popcorn's team.
No word as to whether or not that was a quote from Tony Ann?
No, it was
No.
actually a member. So someone who was live streaming it behind the phone was
said
saying
that.
that.
Okay.
And he also went on to say, I would like to know why we're being targeted so much around here. Popcorn was not seen in the video though, and there are speculations that he was arrested. There's no official report on whether the artist was taken into police custody. Popcorn has alleged in the past that he was being targeted by Jamaican police officers. So this is something that seems to be ongoing between Poppy and the authorities. But there's an interesting, how do I call that, conspiracy or rumor that's going on. People think it's a ruse. Some people think it could be a music video thing. People think it could be
Sound like a movie script.
a lot of things. Because for the mere fact that there's no official report.
Oh, they're there on the screen.
Right now, you understand me?
Okay.
It's all know when you're not no official. You got me as a Jojo.
Yeah.
So it could be.
So it could be
a little
but
stunt.
yeah, and
but I hope
you know what?
Yeah.
And I think, I feel like they're working on a project.
Yeah, there's something
I
going
feel like
on.
Popcorn and Tonian is working on
Yeah.
some project.
We must
might be-
remember that she is a very, very good singer.
Talk truth.
So
Yeah. Yes, I've
they
heard
could
that.
just, we could just see a video.
She sings
video
with that
drop.
very
with that.
well.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
there could be something.
Something
But
could
if
be
it is
brewing.
true, it's unfortunate.
Yeah.
That Popcorn, because it's actually a real thing. He actually does feel like he's being targeted, and we know a lot of dancehall acts feel that way.
Right.
But in this case, especially part with Tony and look like she in the midst of trying. I don't know if she.
Yeah.
If
Let's
she,
see what happens.
Let's see
I'm
what
hoping
happens. Yeah.
it's just a rule and, they're going to
Yeah.
actually have like a music video out and we're going to
It's a
love
psych.
it. Excitement.
Yeah.
Summer kind of vibe.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
go them look nice.
The picture on the screen looked quite nice too.
Yeah, man, I wonder what she do. You mean?
Like she's about to
doubted.
feed him something from her left hand.
I mean,
Probably some soup.
I don't know.
You know.
Hot soup in
I
hand.
love them. I love them, man. I'm a
I
fan.
mean, like she said to him, I got hot soup in my hand.
do it.
Sip, hon.
Oh, yeah.
oh, Lord.
And he'll go, why?
Nah, when we had though.
Oh, my goodness. Bill Cosby is in some problems again.
jeez,
At
man.
84 years of age,
Call it 100.
comedian Bill Cosby, it is alleged, sexually assaulted a teenager at his friend Hugh Hefner's Playboy Mansion in Los Angeles way back in 1975.
Yes.
That is the finding of a jury. Judith Huth, spelled Huth, and I'm suspecting that should have hopefully she told the truth.
Yeah, yes, please.
So Judy Huth testified to the civil trial that Cosby, who's now 84, had forced her to perform a sex act on him at the venue when she was 16 years old. Well, the jury also ruled that Cosby must pay Miss Huth who is now 64 years of age, $500,000 US in damages. Okay? Speaking as a lady.
I have so much questions. Firstly, what a 6-year-old doing at Hugh Hefner's
16?
16-year-old doing at Hugh Hefner's house.
I mean, it's the 70s.
Yeah,
You
but
know what I
see,
mean?
but
It's a
what
wild
I
time.
can't take, the 70s I catch up with the
With
the
no-
2000s, the present,
Yeah.
because a lot of things were allowed back then, not picking up for anybody, not. But I'm just saying, if a 16-year-old could have been at Hugh Hefner's house, and we know who that man is and what he's about, I'm confused. And why he never come out? There was so many opportunity for you to come forward. Many years were there for you to say, no, man, I'm going to talk the
Decades.
truth.
Decades, in fact.
Decades. And you said absolutely nothing. And now you can't. I'm over it, really. At this point, why don't never just make him stay in a jail? Because I can't deal. I can't deal. It's every day is
They're not
something
finished
new.
with him. They're not finished
They're
with him.
not finished with him, and I'm just like, at some point, get a man a break.
She's at retirement age. So,
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
And that man
a
said-
lot of compensation.
Right, you probably
know.
say no.
retirement
Everybody
package.
said me too, so I jump up.
I don't know. But let's hope that Miss Huth was telling the
I'm
truth.
hoping she's telling the truth too, because karma.
Have a way
It's
to,
real.
get back at us, right?
Yes, sir.
All right, those are our stories that we're looking at right now inside of
Update.
And as they come along, we'll share them with you.
So now it's time for Proverb of the Day. I'm gonna make sure say this properly coming up and get it on no problem.
Oh, you don't want it.
All right. Giaman a horse him want saddle too. Listen.
Yeah, make sure put some emphasis on the H.
Exactly. Giaman a horse him want saddle too. True, true proverb. So the meaning of that proverb is help someone once and they always want more.
Oh,
And they'll
ungrateful
always
people.
want more.
Ungrateful people. What's if you got stop? One
Then
time in
try
it,
that.
then one time. Ease on peas. Trouble.
Yeah.
Take a pause.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, so give a man a horse, him want saddle too.
All right.
Want too much, you already advance, you want to ride comfortably.
You can't wire for that room. She emphasized the H. Not the
Listen.
wrong. She
That,
get.
it's alright, this is authentic Jamaican proverb that has been said by many.
Big up everybody.
Okay.
You see Richie sit back. Richie not
Me
gonna
nah
say
do
it.
it
Take
to
a
do
pause.
no misbehaving on yourself this morning. Anyways, we're heading over to pet peeve because we're not doing it. We don't know. You know that pet peeve are things others do that you may find annoying, irritating, or even upsetting. And by all accounts, from what I've received, Richie, from yesterday to now, persons are upset. I wouldn't share it as a pet peeve, as I spoke to you guys off air. Many persons are just besides themselves in regards to the situation yesterday morning where they found the mother and her 4 children in Clarendon where they were killed.
Yeah.
They found the person who allegedly did
suspect?
it, the suspect who
Person of
allegedly
interest.
did it, Rushine Barnett. He was found in Trelawney, so, and I love how the police were on it the entire time, because what happened is that they found out that he was in a taxi. They got to the taxi man and the taxi man said where he was, and this is how they were able to find him. Just a really sad situation.
So
It
sad.
broke vibes,
It's
man.
so
It's a broke
sad.
vibes thing. And you don't know in a Jamaica where people have this perception. When I say people, I mean like outsiders, like tourists and things, have this perception of everything Irie and sunshine, or we must be smiling all the time. Yes, we have beautiful people, but when we attack the beautiful people, it's not a good look, man. I mean, violence in all forms is terrible, but when did it become acceptable for attack women and children just so effortlessly and heartlessly? As I mean, so like certain things are supposed to even happen.
Remember when it happened? Yes, when we got the information,
Yeah.
we actually spoke about the fact that a lot of things that are happening out there, it's domestic
Yeah.
issues that are
Right.
playing out,
And
and it seems to be that in this case.
yes,
Yeah,
because
family
it
squabble.
was some family issue over
Some
money,
money,
or and
Sure.
because of money,
Joke.
5 persons, lose their life. And this is so unfortunate because it would mean that we're not able to deal with our problems properly, and therefore every time we're in a situation or disagreement with somebody, our resolution is to hit the person or harm the person, violence, and something is wrong with that.
What is just punishment for somebody who commits acts like these?
And that
You
is
know?
a question too. Like, what do you do? What is good enough for that person?
I mean, we don't want to go to the extent like somebody was saying to me, pick out him toenail, juke him, dig up, cut him
But
piece,
there has to be something.
But no, we're not suggesting that.
Yeah.
But the anger is out there, and people are reacting.
Trust me, the people don't want to see back in the street.
It is a terrible act to commit.
Yeah.
And it is you wipe out an entire family, pretty much.
So
I'm so
the
sorry
future of the
for the mother and grandmother.
Yeah.
you saw the videos
I saw
of them.
about 2 or 3 videos with her,
And they're not taking
I
it
shed
well.
a tear. I want to reach out to her, and please, those who are around her, give as much support as you possibly can,
Please.
because she needs it.
Yeah.
She really does. And to the entire family that mourns, we want to reach out to you as well. So sorry to hear of this terrible piece of news, and we hope that justice will, in fact, be served.
Yes, that's our hope.
Yeah.
Yep.
We're angered at this, and we have to cheer up the nation and all of it.
Yes, that's what we're here for.
Yeah. The Jamaica Teaching Council Bill, which is currently under review before a joint select committee of Parliament, has sparked controversy due to concerns that it could eradicate a significant portion of Jamaica's educators due to its definition of a teacher and the requirements for qualifications. It is causing a lot of concerns in teaching circles, and we have a teacher, an educator, a psychologist, and she's also a politician, she would say, joining us this morning to have discussion on this matter of this developing story of the Jamaica Teaching Council Bill. Joining us this morning is Miss Keisha Hayle as our very special guest. Good morning, Miss Hayle.
Morning.
Good morning. Good morning. Thanks for having me.
Always a pleasure to talk with you. Right off the bat, tell us, give us your views really on the proposed Jamaica Teaching Council Bill.
Okay, thanks for that question. Now, the Jamaica Teachers Council, it was formed to develop the teaching and learning, okay, in Jamaica. It was formed that young teachers just out of colleges can look to this body and develop themselves. And it's a far cry. This bill is a far cry from what the JTC was designed for. No, the bill is so punitive. It's so punitive.
Really?
Right?
Yes?
Yes, it is.
In what way?
Right? Okay. It has described a teacher as somebody with a degree. And we know in real life situation, the basic school, most of the teachers don't have a degree. The government of Jamaica only pay one teacher with a degree, and normally it is the principal. So the most of the other teachers maybe have diploma or certificates.
I'm actually looking at the description of a teacher as contained in this bill, and it says a teacher is a person who, having been admitted to an educational teaching program, duly recognized in the country where the person is qualified, has successfully completed a bachelor's degree in education or its equivalent. That is what is actually stated. So you do take issue with that?
Of course. Because we know that many of the teachers, especially in the basic school, don't have a degree. So are you saying if they are saying that if we approve this bill, or if this bill is approved, that means that after 20 odd years you are no longer a teacher?
I can see the reasons for concern, yes.
So it is doing more harm than good in its current state. Right? So this bill cannot be passed, of course, in its state that it is. And then it's asking that the teacher if you're not qualified, or if you're not qualified as a teacher, this huge sum of money you have to pay if you're not registered. And no, we are very concerned in the teaching fraternity
about this bill. Also, from that same paragraph that I actually read a portion of, a teacher is described also as a person with a first degree, a postgraduate diploma in education, and thereby that person would satisfy the qualifications to be registered as a teacher under the Act. So it's still not making it any more palatable, it would seem. Wow. And so what are you picking up in terms of reactions from teachers with whom you have conversations?
The teachers are so bewildered. They are so bewildered because most of them will stick to this country because they know, although they know that some of their peers 5 years ago went away and now coming back and buying and building houses, and they are sticking because they're saying that Jamaica needs us. They want to pack up and go. You're going to have a brain drain like never before.
I agree.
Remember, some persons think you can just leave teachers' colleges, go to the school, and you're a good teacher and think you just flow. With 22 years in this teaching, I know that all the teachers that I get, it's going to take some time to kind of retrain them into into how you want them. Myself as a great leader, it's going to take some time to mold them. So imagine now you have these teachers 5, 8 years with you, and you have molded them and you trust them with the children's education, and now they must leave and then you must get in some newbie. It is frustrating.
No, Miss Hill.
We cannot continue in this country to deal with teachers who are nation builders like they are filthy rags.
No. So how do you feel, Miss Hill, about stakeholders having the opinion that this proposed bill will keep teachers accountable? How do you feel about that view?
Accountability is very important throughout every profession. Okay?
Right.
So, when they are saying accountability in the teaching profession, I think it's not that it is a bad thing to say. But I'm saying you cannot propose a bill that would throw the system in a frenzy. I don't even understand who could write something like this. If you're going to start to be accountable and you want accountability in the system, do not start from bottom up. Start from top down. Start the accountability from top down. Okay? I think that's the best way for the teaching. Because you cannot have advisors and persons in those two blue buildings down there, and they don't have a degree in teaching. They don't have a diploma in teaching. The last time they talk about school or know anything about school was when we were fighting against who to get the writing part of a book or who to get a rubber part of a pencil. Right? You must have trained personnel to deal with education. So you must have some training in education. Right? So that is where we need to start. The kind of persons who are advising and the kind of persons who are making decisions for the teaching fraternity.
If your reactions this morning is indicative of what is happening in the teaching profession, then there are many concerns to be addressed. To whom do you take these concerns going forward, Ms. Hayle?
Well, I think the JT, I've heard them speaking up. I've heard the president speaking up, and rightly so. But speaking up alone won't do it. When the teachers are so most of them, you see, the site them participate learning, where they say, come and share your culture in a UX school. Every teacher clicking on the link. Every teacher, and guess what? They're taking our best teachers because they want a lot of experience, and they want to know that well, there's a part of it where you have to get some expert recommendation. Right? So they're taking our best teachers. Jamaica need to know now how we are going to retain our best teachers. And we must not be like we are on their backs flagging them. What we need to do is look through the system to see if where in the system is not accountability is at a disadvantage, and we try to fix it. And we try to fix it by having dialogue with the different stakeholders. But we can't have a beating stick approach where the JTC, it was formed to develop education, and now it's acting like it is a belt around a teacher's back. It can't work.
Yeah. You have made some strong points this morning, and we are happy that we got to hear your views, and we definitely will be continuing to monitor this development. Thank you, Ms. Hales, and you have a great day today.
You too. Thanks for having me.
All right, take care. Ms. Hales is Keisha Hayle, that is an educator, psychologist, and she's also involved as a politician. And you got her views this morning on this developing story of the Jamaica Teaching Council Bill, which seems to be stirring up a great degree of controversy.
Great degree.
Yeah. So there needs to be some attention paid to that. The wording seems like it will have to be revised going forward.
Wow.
Because there are a number of teachers who are doing a remarkable job, who are out there. They don't have a degree, but they have been serving the profession well, turning out good students.
Good students who get degrees.
They ought not to be eliminated.
Yeah.
Right? Our very special guest is in the studio, Latonya Style, undeniably one of Jamaica's most renowned and distinguished dance instructors with more than 2 decades of experience. Although she doesn't even look older. She doesn't even look like she's 2 decades old. And she's been teaching dancing at all different levels and all ages in various dance genres. In fact, Latonya has an undeniable passion for dancehall and is highly sought after as a master tutor in this genre. She has toured extensively. As a matter of fact, Shells, there was a point in time when I used to see Latonya overseas more than I would see her in Jamaica. Ooh. Because I'm out there as an MC and she's out there with 1 or 2 of the big named artists as a dancer doing her thing. She has gone to places like Asia, Australia, Europe, and South America. And she has been a successful dancehall practitioner since 1999, when she started choreographing and touring with top dancehall artists, and pretty much has performed in every major stage show across Jamaica and overseas. She's an accomplished individual, a choreographer. She's an author. She's a dancer, and more in general terms, a Jamaican Cultural Ambassador. Good morning, Ambassador Latonya Style. How are you?
I'm fine, thank you. Pleasant morning, everyone.
All right, good to see you. When you had her on your program, was she in the studio or was she on the telephone?
She was in studio, and it was a vibe.
Yeah.
And it was a perfect discussion because, interestingly, we were reasoning about if that dancehall dead and if it gone. And Richie, I tell the truth, and I was there. I came in strongly, it's like, nah, man, dancehall, I need dance. Like, hey.
You were just being devil's advocate.
Yeah, you know me. And Latonya was just, no, dance can't dead, and she's the embodiment of that.
She defended it well, right?
Yeah, man.
Latonya, welcome.
Thank you for
so
having
nice to have you. Give us a little snippet of, in summary, your journey to where you are now.
Wow. So definitely dancing forever from a little girl. I was a part of the Ashe ensemble. That's where I got most of my training and the personality. Oh. The Ashe people, they're bubbly and, spark.
Vibrant, yeah.
Yes, so Ashe Queens Dance Troupe, gold medalists for JCDC festivals. We always winning, cheerleading, all of those stuff. I started to tour with Mr. Lex. That's from 1999. So when he had the full 100 song, I was there with him all over the world. Backup dancer for also Mr. Vegas. So that's where I started to go to Japan and those places. But my journey got epic and worthwhile when I started to tour by myself. Yes. So
brought you a different level of fulfillment.
It's like amazing that, I'm orchestrating tours for dancers and also touring like Australia 5 times in a row.
Wow.
Without an artist, going to over 20 other European countries. And thus far, it's over 40 countries.
That you've been to?
Yes, and not only once. Every year. So 8 times going to Italy, 9 times going to Germany. So it's amazing and it's very, inspiring, and it's inspired the whole community because since that, a lot of dancers have been getting opportunities, and I have helped with that, doing job letters from my company, which is Dance Jamaica Academy Limited. So, it's uplifting for the whole dancehall community itself.
How pleasing is it to you when you go overseas, especially, and see the love and the response and the appreciation for our dance moves and our culture in general?
Okay, it's definitely heartwarming. It's a culture shock, by the way, because in our culture, we don't appreciate it as much as the visitors and the foreigners. They are in love more than us. So it's kind of strange. I was like, wow, people crying. People have tattoos of Jamaican flag all over their bodies. Like, they love it more than us. And they're willing to pay for it. They're willing to give us anything. People usually say, oh, no, sell out the culture. But I think it's better than pay for it than get it free, right? Because they will get it free on the internet. Or if they come to Jamaica, they can just film anything at the party. So why not create a business out of it? And so that we can feed our family. Instead of just dancing for passion, because we're full of passion, I have to take up the dance and the man say, no, love, free is too much, come get paid. Yes,
wow.
like
fantastic.
They dance for free, but they don't know how to earn from it. And you have to make your passion your profession.
Absolutely.
So that's my main
I
advocacy.
love that. Turn that
we love
passion
that.
in a paycheck. I love that.
Yeah, man.
So what were some of the challenges you faced as a dancehall dancer?
That is one of them in our own country I
Yes,
fight
I
with.
fight with.
Yeah, man, the biggest challenge that when your own not appreciate you. So nobody at Jamaica don't know me, but the world know me. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So we don't get love from home. Even, I remember a government official that I used to go to school with. The first time she posted a dance video as a little girl, a Russia dance with me teach. But she never once post me. You know what I'm saying? So they don't give us the appreciation and they don't value us.
Is it any more difficult for female dancers when compared to the male dancers?
Yes, of course. Like, everybody want we. Them want they we do it. It's just about sex. Like, they think that we're objects more than an actual employer or they. You get what I'm saying? So a lot of these people that reach out to us, the first thing, wow, you look nice, even like you. And I'm like, is it business or pleasure? What you text me for? What you want? So the women them have it really hard, especially in that aspect. Sexual harassment and stuff like that. And a lot of people, when they see a success, oh, a man do it, or, they don't believe that we as women are entrepreneurs. We are the mastermind behind some of these not men's, but the man them success. So, they underestimate us as women. But we are really powerhouses, and that's what I advocate for, the strong queens that, uplift the community, go hard and done, and we don't need for...
Exactly.
To get it. We don't need to stoop low.
You're spreading your wings.
We're spreading the wings. Nothing else.
Got you. But do you believe that the perception of dancehall dancers has changed somewhat over the past, say, 5-10 years?
Definitely. I see more people respecting. I see more people paying. Well, I forbade them up still, but they start to come to us on a better approach. Like, they know that we're doing it as a business. They have to pay us properly. Also, the touring part, we start tour hard now. And as a matter of fact, couple dancers, them live in Europe now. So
really?
What? The amount of dancers will get the fly out and they actually live there. But I respect them for that as well, because they use their talent to elevate out of their sorrow. Because there's one crew, for example, 3 of their members got killed, gunned down. So when you see them migrate, people say, oh, the woman take them away. But I think they're escaping a community that You know, the violence.
So some of them actually establish friendships and partnerships and relationships.
Yeah, man,
and are actually
definitely.
based there as well.
But it
Okay.
helps them
Yeah.
to get out of the violence or the whatever they're facing, hardships they're facing in Jamaica. So I don't bash them for that.
Okay.
Respect. Now, Latonya, we know enough about you in terms of dancing and what you represent, you know, in the dancehall space and dancing. But author, tell us about your book, Stylish Moves.
Okay,
Right.
so Stylish Moves is actually my brand.
Oh.
It is my dance style. It's a touch of class and confidence. That's what Stylish Move is, Jamaican dance style. So this book was in collaboration with Robin Clare from Australia. Well, she's from Jamaica, living in Australia. She's an illustrator. So the essence of the book is actually dance illustrations.
Oh.
So it's dance on paper. I don't know if you can see it good.
Yeah.
But yes, so we illustrate some of the moves. We have activities. So it's not a book where you just words. Me not like read, which is sad and bad. But you know, the illustration, the pictures, you know, bigging up all the dancers, I even have word search. But it's educational because the word search has like Jamaican taste of Jamaica, so Aki, all of those stuff. So you're learning while you're doing the word search. Names of female artists, stuff like that. So it's very interesting, educational, and yeah, well, for sure.
Latonya, is this you on your head top? I have to ask because that's one that grabs my attention very quickly.
Yes, that's me. I can.
That
do
took some skill. Let me tell you.
And even my music, lyrics, stuff like that. So I also I'm an artist.
Oh, the pictorials are very, very attractive to look at,
Thank
and
you.
you can see movement actually by just looking at these pictures.
Yes.
Let's talk a little bit about how well is this book doing, and where is it available, by the way?
It's available on my website. So I didn't have any big publishing company, but I have a very good book company that prints it on demand. So when you order it from my website, we send it straight to your wherever you are in the world, worldwide shipping. Plus, I have copies here in Jamaica.
Okay. Pretty Wine is featured. Stylish Wine is featured.
All her moves.
All these
my
moves.
100 moves.
And I like the
yes.
illustrations because you can see from step 1 to various numbers thereafter how you actually navigate through these dances.
Yes.
I could find a lot of use in this because
Well, I have a move for you. The bogle was highlighted, so I
really?
have to pick up the legend.
Okay,
Of course.
yes,
Yes,
great.
Carlene was highlighted in the book as
Dancehall
well.
queen.
We highlighted the Della move. That's good for you too, Richie
Yeah,
B. So it's not all about
my
me.
ear of that, yeah.
It's not all about me. I still showcase the culture of Jamaica. and
This
dancehall.
is a good product. I
Yeah.
like it.
you.
Stylish Moves, written and choreographed by Latonya Style, edited and illustrated by Robin Clare, and it's all about Jamaican dancehall style with a touch of class and confidence. And this is a good stuff.
I'm with it.
Big moves you're making, Latonya. Let me talk a little bit about the fitness levels that you have to maintain in order to be effective as a dancer, though. I mean, do you have to put in extra work in the gym or do extra workouts to stay this fit and be able to carry on these moves?
All right, I'm going to be honest. I'm
Yeah.
not fit savvy.
Okay.
So the problem is I'm so in love with Jamaican food. So I go hard on the ackee saltfish. Unfortunately, the fried dumpling and the rice and peas and oxtail and and it's because I'm a mama's girl, so it comes in abundance, which is very bad. So if I never did liquor dancing, me, that'd be like this.
We appreciate the honesty.
I have to be honest.
Yeah.
And I don't want people to feel like, okay, you have to be a stick to be a dancer. No, we come in
true.
all sizes and shapes.
That's
So respect us. We don't have to look the same as everyone else. People see me, she can dance. Oh, fluffy this. I'm like, wow, okay, but I'm fit in terms of I can stand up for 2 hours dancing, even in heels. Like, I'm
man.
good at all of
You
that.
get the job done. Let's talk a little bit about Bounce, which is one of the hot songs for the summer with Ding Dong. You played a role in the video.
Yes.
Tell us about that combination between yourself and Ding Dong.
Okay, so me and Ding Dong go way back. as you know, ravers, clavers from that long time, first class dancers. We've been there from Skip to Malou. I'm in the Sweet video, all of those Nolinga videos, everything.
Yeah.
So Ding Dong wanted to let people know that, hey, Jamaican have choreographers too, and Jamaicans can do this just like how the foreigners do it. So he reached out to myself and Dancing Rebel and said, hey, we want to put out this video that just gonna shake the world, have the whole world dancing. And I mean, it touched my heart, and I was so happy that he wanted us to choreograph it. So we choreographed, also casted the video, so we got all the 30-odd dancers that were in it.
You did. Wow.
The rehearsals took place at my dance studio, which is Dance Jamaica, and you know, we really did it professionally. The dancers got paid at rehearsals. The dancers got good pay for the video, 30-odd dancer. And Ding did it himself, and he was just like, it meant so much to him, and it meant so much to us. And this is one of my most fulfilling videos that I've ever done, and I've done over 50-odd videos.
Wow.
It has taken off in a big way. The song is hot for the summer, and everybody is talking about it. Everybody is prepared to post themselves doing the bounce. And
the post is also because Ding Dong bigs them up. Like some
That's true.
artists,
That's true.
I know there's a dancer that does a little challenge, and I've never seen the artist post it, and it's thousands of videos that the dancer did for the song, but the artists have never posted it. So the fact that Ding Dong is highlighting everybody is just amazing.
Yeah. In case you're wondering what song we're talking about, this is it.
After the party, it's hotel lobby there. After the NSC, we burn one street.
Shells, you can get up out of your seat if you wanna.
Yes, ma. Back it up, the kid that money you spend.
But they're not showing me out.
So show the whole of your friend. Matalano signal to me selling back.
Shells, you ready? Come on, Shells.
Drive out, Latonya. Hey.
Keep your money me there. Sing your one from left to right.
Okay, whip it. Now.
Make them like a whipping on me and me now look for them. They never talk when them see we them not enough.
Give them the...
Make sure you swing your one there. When them come to you with argument, make sure you run them. I live a life and make money.
Pull up that.
You see, Latonya could have drawn me. That's what she said, let's go. Let's go.
Same song, run it again. Yeah, this one is really happening.
Yeah.
Hot for the summer.
So we can't stand up. Alright. Hey, Shells, go.
Demonstration time. I'll watch.
Back it up.
Yo.
Matalano signal to me selling backwards on time. While everybody a shout, three of us them at it again. So watch the booms. Skip your enemy there. Swing your one from left to right, me know the saga mad there. Beat them like a whipping on me and me now look no friend. Enough of them they hear a talk when them see we them not nothing. Booms. Make sure you swing your one there. When them come to you with argument, make sure you run them. Happy I live a life and make money, we not a problem. A bag of chat make us say them bad, we not look at them. Booms.
The Bridge, 99 FM.
Booms.
Somebody has got to manage the microphone, if you know what I mean.
Irie, try your bones to this. Uptown dancers, we are not done to this. Dancing not just fun, it and a mathematics. Anyway, me go me a the general in this. But I spend me a beg you to check your level.
Oh God, this is so beautiful to watch.
Yeah.
Not as beautiful to participate.
No,
in.
you did well.
All the moves,
You did
but
well,
Latonya,
you did well.
Latonya, this one is hot. And
Thank
you
you.
all must be commended. Ding Dong, big up yourself.
Well, I realize
And all of the dancers in it.
every dancer, you know.
And the role that you played as well, Latonya. And is it Rebel?
Dancing Rebel.
Dancing
yes.
Rebel, yeah.
Yeah,
Big
man.
ups, big ups. What's next for you?
Okay, so I'll be going to South America in August. It's going to be my third time in Chile, Santiago, and my first time in Peru. Yes. So South America tour, I have Red Bull Dance Your Style coming up. I'm the consultant.
Sure.
And I'm going to be the host.
Wicked.
So that's going to be amazing. Dancers are going to get the opportunity to go to South Africa to compete on the world stage. So that's a
Fantastic.
big thing.
Yeah.
I'm also doing Fire Fit, which is at Barbican Beach, and that's like a soca series, but you know, dance I'll have to in it. So I teach at Fitbox, Fitbox,
Okay.
and that's one of my projects as well. And yeah, just touring.
More fun,
working,
more work.
interviews with Richie B.
Oh.
You know?
It's a good look, man.
I'm proud of you.
Thank you.
And you just keep on keeping on. And best wishes, all right?
Thank you for having me. Big up yourself.
We have a very special guest in this segment right now. In fact, he's the Director of Tourism, and he's going to be talking to us about the JTB, the Jamaica Tourist Board's partnership with Jamaica's biggest reggae festival, Reggae Sumfest. And I want to also get from Donovan White the impact that this festival has on tourism. And so, the Director of Tourism is with us. Good morning, Donovan White. Good morning, Mr. White.
Morning.
Good morning, gentlemen. Morning, Richie. How are you?
I'm doing well, my brother. How about yourself?
I am doing great. I'm actually, while I'm speaking to you, I'm heading to Jamaica's third international airport, the Ian Fleming Airport in Ocho to receive a new flight service, a new corporate jet flight service from Fort Lauderdale for the first time. It's the second international flight into this international airport. We did one last week from Inter-Caribbean. We have one this week from QCUS. And soon we'll have American Airlines coming into that airport.
Wow,
as well. So,
that's fantastic news. So that
talking about tourism expanding and doing well for Jamaica, this is what we do.
Indeed. I saw somebody across the glass saying, or is it St. Mary? It's right there, close to Ocho Rios, right?
Well, it's funny you say that because yes, it is in Boscobel, St. Mary. But from a marketing standpoint, we have in the international space positioned this international airport call sign as Ocho Rios, simply because if you go to any normal traveler somewhere in Idaho or Kansas or Wyoming or somewhere in Saskatchewan in Canada,
yes,
and say to them, you're going to Boscobel, they go, Boscobel, where is that? But if you say you're going to Ocho Rios, they go, that's Jamaica. So it really is about making the airport also very much viable and relatable and actionable by travelers. So we're thinking of how, not just how we position Jamaica, but also how we position the places in Jamaica so that they're easily recognizable and can be used.
All right. A clear strategy has been explained.
All right.
Because I know there are some people who actually take issue with that approach. We should also let you know, Donovan, that DJ Roy of Irie Jam Radio is with us in this conversation. But I think
Hi, DJ, how are you?
Good to hear you, man. And I'm coming into Ocho Rios soon.
Fantastic.
He got it right. Let's talk about the partnership between the Jamaica Tourist Board and Reggae Sumfest. How important a partnership is it, Donovan?
Very important. Music and entertainment is a big part of our culture. It's a big part of our tourism offering to the world. Jamaica has delivered more than 5 genres of music to the world over the last 60 years. And so for us not to be part of the biggest reggae festival in the world as a destination would be a grave mistake in our view. And so from our perspective, the Reggae Sumfest is one of the critical products that we offer to as a destination to travelers who are looking for that kind of entertainment and that kind of experience. So we see it as a match made in heaven to be able to, as a destination, to have a festival of that magnitude offer to the world.
Agreed. Greetings, Mr. White. Shell's here. So my question is, we see that, Sumfest is back. It's the return after such a tough time with COVID, and, it's nice to see the sector opening up, tourists coming in, and the vibe is here. Everything is looking good. But as it relates to the industry itself, how has the recovery process been for the tourism industry?
The recovery has been very strong. It has been so strong that we have had to reforecast our full recovery at least 3 times in the last 12 months. Originally, we had estimated that we'd be back to 2019 levels of arrivals around first quarter of 2024. Now we are, because the pace has been so good, we are now reforecasting our 2019 recovery or 2019 levels of arrivals to round about September of 2023, and that is actually a huge achievement for us, simply because what we have seen is all of our major partners have come back stronger than before COVID. We are currently now at about 90% of the air seat capacity we had in 2019 for 2022. We'll be back at 100% in 2023 or greater. We have new gateways that have opened to Jamaica since COVID. We have airlines increasing their frequency from places like London Heathrow, from New York City, from Toronto, Canada. We have new airlines flying from Switzerland. So we have really spent the time during COVID hardening the relationships with our key partners to ensure that once the skies opened up and the seas have opened up in terms of cruise tourism, that we would be not just well ahead of the game, but certainly well ahead of our pace that we were at in 2019.
Let's bring in DJ Roy in the conversation. Roy?
Yeah, Donovan, question. We know marketing is really important in terms of getting the word out there that Jamaica is the destination to go. But in this time when people are watching their dollars and maybe only going to go on vacation one time for the year, how is Jamaica positioning themselves to let the world know that, yes, we have the beaches, yes, we have the sunshine, yes, we have the reggae music, but we're also affordable?
Well, your point is a great point, but unfortunately the data doesn't support it. And let me, before I answer the question, gentlemen, if I drop off the call in the next 2 minutes, please call me back, because I'm on the highway traveling at the moment and I may go through a dead patch.
Okay.
But
all right.
The answer to your question really is that we're not seeing that in the numbers. In fact, we have almost in 2019 we did $3.7 billion of destination earnings, US dollar earnings, in 2019. In 2021, we did $2.9 billion of US dollar earnings, which is actually outpacing the pace of visitor arrivals in the recovery. So what we're seeing, what is driving that, is that people are actually staying longer and they're spending more per person per day. What we're going through now is the emergence of a new traveler, a traveler that is, more immersed, want to be more immersed, want to go out into the destination and want to experience things like our street food, want to go on catamaran cruises whilst they're here, want to go on all-island drives, all-island tours, want to take Blue Mountain trail trips. So they're way more immersive and want to explore the destination more. The other thing that we're seeing in the international research is that travelers are looking at taking more trips per year, shorter trips, but more trips.
Okay.
And so the market has changed and is changing.
All right. Are you hearing us, Donovan?
So like the little patch there.
Yeah, I think you're right in that patch. I've heard various figures put forward as to how much the economy of Montego Bay would have benefited from Reggae Sumfest. I've heard figures like $10 million were earned. So I wanted to actually ask Donovan whether or not, Mr. White, that is, whether or not they're looking at similar kinds of projections in terms of earnings of U.S. dollars through Reggae Sumfest and the visitors that are coming to our shores. We hope it's those kinds of numbers or more.
Oh, yes. It's a return,
Yeah, the economy needs that kind of support right now.
Yeah.
Mr. White, are you there? I think we've actually lost him, and
Hello?
Oh, yes. Donovan, if we can just get one more question in.
Sure.
What are the projections looking like in terms of whether visitor arrivals or earnings through visitors coming to Jamaica for Reggae Sumfest? Are they looking attractive?
it's sometimes a bit of a science to dissect the discerning traveler who are coming specific for Sumfest versus those who are coming on a vacation and include Sumfest as part of their experience while in the destination. What last time we attempted to, unearth for us, for our own benefit, the level of persons who might have come into the destination and included Sumfest as part of their experience while here was in the region of about 10,000, in between 8 and 10,000. We anticipate that given the fact that the entertainment space has opened up only this year, and therefore the marketing of Sumfest by Sumfest and supported by ourselves has been short-lived almost. I would say maybe over the last 45 days that they've really begun to drive it in the international space. I would anticipate that we may benefit from somewhere in the order of about 3,000 persons who will come in, maybe not necessarily for Sumfest specifically, meaning come in only for that weekend, but may come in on a vacation and include Sumfest as part of the experience while in Jamaica. And that would be quite a feat, given that we have only just really, in the last 3 months, opened the industry back in Jamaica, and within that period have begun to promote the festival. So I think it's a strong brand, and I think because it's a strong brand, it will allow itself to permeate those visitors who are here and have a wish to be part of that experience.
All right. Yeah. I hope everything goes well at that welcoming ceremony at the airport down there in Boscobel. And before you go, name 1 or 2 artists that you're particularly looking forward to seeing at Reggae Sumfest this year.
Let me tell you something, Richie.
Yeah.
In this age and space, I have no expectation when I go to these shows anymore. I go for to enjoy and to be surprised by what I see and hear.
Yes.
And this year more than any other year, because there's been such an explosion in especially the dancehall genre of our music. I'm looking to be surprised and to be blown away. So let's hope, and I'm hoping that both myself and all the patrons who will venture to Montego Bay for Reggae Sumfest will be equally surprised and indeed blown away.
All right. As we like to say, what you want is what you'll get, and what you get will be more than you even bargained for. Thank you, Donovan White. Have a great time, and all the best to you. See you at Sumfest.
All right, man. Thank you.
All right. That was Donovan White, the Director of Tourism for Jamaica, speaking to us about the partnership between the JTB and Reggae Sumfest.